I want to spend some time talking about race, but in particular about how race is socially constructed. When we say something is socially constructed, it basically means that we make it up. We as a society have determined that these particular traits within an individual that we can see on the outside of their bodies, we've decided that those are important and we've categorized them and labeled them according to where we think someone might have come from in the world or based on what someone looks like. Things like their skin color, their body shape, their hair texture, their facial features. We take all of these things and we look at a person and we say, oh, this is the race that you are. When we do that, we take with us and apply to them all of the stereotypes and biases and presumptions that have been fed to us over the years, and we place it upon that person, whether we mean to do it or not. It doesn't mean that we're bad people. It doesn't mean that we are racist. And I use air quotes intentionally because we will talk about what that actually means. It just means that there is this air around us that we have sort of been breathing in our entire lives. And when I say air, I mean, it's the same as air. It's information that's been fed to us through commercials, whether we're paying attention or not, through billboards, through our teachers, our families, sitcoms, through everything. We have developed this idea of what it means to be a particular race. And so that's kind of what we believe. It's socially constructed. There is no biological basis for the race differentiations that we have now. Simply social. So if we see someone with very dark skin, most people will assume something about the race of that person. Now, this is different than ethnicity, meaning more like a shared cultural heritage. We're just talking about race here. There are all different explanations for why people look differently based on where they are from in the world. However, the importance that's placed on that is the part that we want to pay particular attention to. We have decided that there is, sort of a ranking system for different skill sets, different personality characteristics, and we sort of stick them on different racial groups based on what we've heard and seen within our lives. I imagine everyone listening to this could think of a stereotype of a racial group, even if it's the one you belong to, right now on the top of your head. And people will say, well, stereotypes, are formed in some kind of truth. Are they? Think about that. Think about the stereotypes that exist about the racial group that you belong to. How many of them are accurate for you, for your family, and for other people within your racial group? It's important that we're able to place people for research into those racial categories, but not because they are different because of their race, but because of this social construction of our reality where society thinks you're different because of that racial group, and we treat people accordingly, thus altering the course of their lives. So race being socially constructed means society has deemed that these characteristics are important, and we have been inundated with that information for probably our entire lives. And so that's kind of what we go along with. The important thing to remember about race is it's made up. The importance that you have, the importance that's within you for your particular race, your pride or your ancestry, those are very real. But in terms of like looking at someone on the outside and being able to say you are blank because of these physical characteristics, that is socially constructed.